Today's topic we are going to be talking about is, as a buyer, when is it the right time to pull the trigger on that property? Stick around for a few seconds and you'll find out. What's up, everybody? It's Yoni. So today we're going to be talking about, as a buyer, if you're out there looking at properties, when do you pull the trigger on that property? First, I want to go ahead and ask, please click subscribe, like our page, like our Facebook page, follow us. We make weekly videos and you will be up to date on any new videos that come out. So today we're talking about, as a buyer, if you're out there, when do you pull the trigger? So there's three important things to think about when you are getting ready to make an offer on a home. Number one, how many homes have you seen so far? So if you're a buyer just getting started, usually that first house, you're probably not going to make an offer. Some do, and it's very rare, but you've got to get some homes under your belt to really get an idea of what's out there. So the average number of homes that a buyer will see before making an offer is anywhere from, I would say, 4 to 8 homes. So why is that such a magic number? Once you've seen that many homes, you really have a good idea of what's on the market and what to expect. The chances are of a new home coming on the market that just blows everything out of the water but the same price is pretty unlikely. So trying to hold out longer and longer doesn't necessarily make sense. So once you've seen those properties, it's very important that you're seeing properties that are within your budget, within your lender's pre-approval budget. Make sure that you've gotten some homes under your belt so you really have a good feel for what your market is and what kind of house you're going to be able to afford, so that way you can compare apples to apples and know which house is a good option, which house is not. The second thing that's very important is, when is your close date? When do you need to close? Are you in a lease right now and your lease expires in a certain time that you've got to be moved out? The average close time from contract to close is about 45 days, and you're going to want to give yourself that much time from the offer. So if you're about 90 days out from wanting to be able to close, probably a little bit too early to start making offers on a property, because the seller is usually not going to be okay with closing that far down the road. Usually the sellers have their own time frame, and it's pretty in line with what buyers' time frames are. So if you are looking and wanting to make an offer and your close date is way out there, you're probably looking too soon. On the flip side of that, if you have to close in 40 days and you've seen 4, 6, 7 properties, you are probably ready to make that offer on that next house. Make sure that you're able to lean on your realtor to validate you making an offer on that property. Is this property valued well compared to the market? You're going to really need to lean on your realtor to help validate your decision here. Another thing to consider is, if this house is just, you love this house and you're trying to consider, do I make an offer now or do we wait? And a lot of questions that our buyers ask us are, should we wait? How long do you think this house is going to stay on the market? Are we going to lose it? Are we going to miss out if we wait a couple days? The best thing that we can tell you is, if you've seen the right number of houses and they're all within your budget, if you love this house too, so will other buyers who are looking at the same homes. So keep that in mind. So anyway, to recap, make sure you've seen enough properties to get an idea of what's out there. Number 2, make sure your close date is within those 45-day plus or minus range. And number 3, make sure you have a realtor that you trust, that you can really lean on to help you make this final decision here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. I'm rolling away now.